Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Mark down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. From the end zone, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans, nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
You know, at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
He's across midfield.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. And
Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mile. Yo.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leader. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the 1st half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mixon with the 1st down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
At their own 34-yard.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Titans.
Again, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A 41-yard.
A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. The left side completion to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Ravens 42. Titans.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Mahomes now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
Titans 21.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Yellow. Check. Check 24. Check 24.
Now here's Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
35-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20.
Put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Now it's Tannehill.
2nd and 9.
Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
Now Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick it off a pass.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Nixon, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
10 yards on the play.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here's another interception. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it again with Henry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 71 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Final score, Ravens.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.